desu. Hi. I'm Goddess Nazca here with Trogama. We're reacting to...
They tried to cancel Kirssche and got exposed instead of hypocrisy.
Ooh.
So this is truly the content gift that
justice.
keeps on giving.
Yep.
We're going to be once
Justice
again
for
talking
Foxu.
about Kirssche because people can't stop seething about her, and the people who are seething about her are making absolute fools out of themselves. And
It got so bad, the harassment of her, she had to leave her apartment. She didn't stream this weekend at all.
Oh yeah, you told me she was doxxed, right?
I think someone doxed her, or... I'm not going to look it up, obviously, but I think someone supposedly doxed her to the point where she had to leave to go hang out with one of her friends that's got guns. She's even got guns, and she got scared.
How did you find this information?
Kirssche posted about it.
Oh, okay, so straight from the horse's mouth, so no disinformation there then.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Basically, she had to go to she had to go to her local police because that's how bad it got.
With how much they were they like sending her death threats and shit?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, a poor
including
woman.
a VTuber that we're going to look at today, who's been on a multi-day crash out over Kirssche. And we're also going to look at a very bizarre article made about not only Kirssche, but myself as well. Now, to
Of
give you some
course.
context before we get into the article here, Kirssche was banned for one day on Twitch after reading the fan fiction made by Anna Vellens, a Vice journalist.
By the way, reading the fan fiction of this person, of the Anna fan fiction, and reading a terrorist manifesto will also get you the same amount of van. Has a song about that.
The irony.
Made multiple hit pieces on Kirssche. Kirssche has now been unbanned after that, and
That's
the articles,
good.
of course, have been removed by Vice, and Anna Vellens has been nuked off of Twitter. They are now hiding on Blue Sky, and other people are now picking up the pieces and continuing the good fight for Anna Vellens, including this person right here, this Laura individual, an independent Latinx reporter, who made this Pulitzer Prize winning article right here, titled, Texas Terror Part 3, Patriot Front. Now you might be asking yourself, Rev, what does this have to do with VTubers? Well, let me tell you.
What is this going on with my Texas? What's
The
going on
Patriot
with my
Front
Texas?
supposedly is a white supremacist terrorist front. I don't know anything about them. Oh, we got $5. The goal.
Kabuggy!
Blue
Who's
Sky super chatted $5. Goal.
Damn no!
Thank you for the 5.
Hello, welcome. It just popped out of nowhere for money. Giving me money.
Right
Giving me
here,
money
they
to
compare
moan.
these groups to Kirssche. Yes, they are comparing Kirssche to a neo-Nazi terrorist group. Why, you may ask? Because she threatened legal action against Vice for their hit pieces. Yes, apparently using courts is a dog whistle for being a part of a neo-Nazi group. This is how desperate they're getting. This is literally like the argument where people are like, oh, did you just drink a glass of water? Guess who else drinks water? Adolf Hitler. Like, that's how desperate they're getting with these attempted gotchas. And
Oh no! We're the exact same as Adolf Hitler. We breathe air.
What was like the 420 jokes that popped out?
Yeah. Well, for 5 minutes left, you do not escape it. Yeah.
It's like the people when they make 420 jokes. Oh, that's a Hitler reference. Like, or the holiday weed joke.
Or just a date. Gotta feel sorry for
continue
people
on
who have that
to my
birthday.
cameo right here. So in this section, they say, this is most common on the outer layers of the radicalization onion. Radicalization onion. That is a terminally online phrase. And they say streamers
Onion.
like Kirssche, Leaflet, Mama Oko, Hero Hey, Rev Says Desu, and others can avoid legal liability by saying any of the harassment or slander done on their behalf aren't what they actually wanted, even though that claim is facetious. Streamers who sit in a deeper layer may have...
Wait, not Nux?
Apparently, Nux didn't get caught up in this.
How?
By the way, Kirssche was talking about the video Nux did on her. And Nux, doing that weird text-to-speech voice of Kirsche's name. And she said she was dying laughing when that happened.
Because he has trouble saying her name.
Yeah.
edgier, more openly hateful content while still hiding behind the defense of calling it jokes. Wow, it's so great to have some random journalist tell you how you think. Like, apparently this person understands how my brain works. They understand my thoughts more than me, apparently. So they know the intentions of myself whenever I say or...
Please tell me that's actually not a thing.
I don't think it is.
Don't know. We need to go back to Texas. Wait. No way. We were planning on going to Florida next year.
Yeah.
My bad.
or
was
do
gonna say
anything
we could go
online.
to
This
anime
person
convention in
knows
Texas
I
to
do not. So I'm
prove.
glad they're sharing how I think to me. It's great. Thank you so much for that. But they continue on to compare Kirssche to another violent group called Atomwaffen. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It's another neo-Nazi group. And they go down here and clarify she's not a member of the group and would
No shit, Sherlock.
likely disavow them publicly.
I can't.
So what are we talking about? Why are you even bringing them up in the first place? This is absolutely insane, the levels these people go. They basically have to create a caricature of what you are. And in this case, they have to go so far to compare you to actual neo-Nazi terrorist groups because they can't handle someone...
So just because you use your brain, you speak your mind, you're automatically part of a terrorist group.
Yep.
Very, very terroristic of them to think such things. I think they are a terroristic group.
who has a different opinion than them. And there are other people who are still fuming about Kirssche, including this YouTuber named Safara de Noma. This is a person who I believe used to make drama videos on VTubers and stuff like that. I don't think they make that stuff anymore.
You broke everything. What are you doing?
But they had a lot to say about Kirssche over the past couple of days, including saying this.
Still has her job, so no. The Foxu doesn't win. Lol, 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 lol. Uh-huh. I love being on Among Us and vampires. What?
Anna still has her job, so no, the Foxu doesn't win. Yeah, I don't know, number one, if I would want to defend Anna Vellens in any sort of capacity. And also, I don't know if I'd want to, like, encourage any more work from an individual who made an article where they...
What even job do they have? Oh my god, what did you do?
I don't know. Shit's crashing. Sorry if we see your chat right this second. We have a,
Truckerman broke chat.
No, chat froze up.
Chat froze?
Yeah, just keep going. Just keep
You
going.
sure?
Yep.
Everything's broke. We can't see what you say right now, sorry.
put an adult toy inside themselves and rigged it so whenever they came into contact with players in Fall Guys, it would go off.
That thing.
And basically forcing non-consenting people to be a part of their fetish. And of course, that's a game that's heavily populated by children too. So I don't know if I'd want to defend this person still being able to make articles.
Yeah, no, that's not a privated thing and you have kids playing in it. No. That half of these kids probably don't even know what a sex toy is.
Kind of a weird fight to pick here. But of course, we got to talk about the real crux of why they're angry. So, like I said, Kirssche read some of Anna Vellens' fan fiction on stream, and she would get banned for 24 hours for sexual content, reading literally the words of Anna Vellens. And of course, this person was not happy. They said, Kirssche, honey, please stop harassing Anna.
Anytime someone says the word honey like that, you know it's a disingenuous. By the way, got banned for reading the same thing, same amount that Hassan got banned for recently. For terrorists. So reading fan fiction, which is, okay, you might argue might be a little sexual, is on the same level as reading praising a manifesto of a terrorist who shot 2 people in Washington, D.C.
Wouldn't that be on the same level if you sat there and read Mein Kampf?
Congratulations, Twitch. You played yourself.
Yep.
Anna Vellens, you earned this ban. You straight up read Not Safe for Work fanfic on your live stream. This is against Twitch TOS, undeniably. You dumb F. Well, I'll say one thing before we get into it. Life lesson. Anyone who unironically calls a stranger honey in a condescending way typically are the most insufferable people you'll ever meet. But this person's not really understanding why people are surprised or calling out her ban. They understand what she was reading broke TOS. But they're saying Twitch is selective. They have bias when it comes to enforcing the rules. Given
True,
some
true.
of the outrageous...
Also, another point. She's also read other fan fiction on her stream.
That's been more lewdy, or
She read out a blog of someone who used sandpaper on their dick and then put lemon juice on it. She played a video from Vice of talking about Colombian men fucking donkeys so they get old enough to get a wife.
you know what? I never watched the third Human Centipede.
Want to watch it live on stream? Hey, in chat, do you want to see the Human Centipede?
outrageous stuff that is permitted on their platform. It's clear that Kirssche is being targeted because likely she has more conservative views and they want to take the rules out on her when they can't. They don't do this for other people that they have as like the golden child, golden children on Twitch. That's very obvious, and I think this shows the bias. That's why people are calling this out. But it was a one-day ban, she's back, and unfortunately this tweet apparently didn't get enough attention, so they quoted their own tweet, adding this on, saying Kirssche is endangering potential minors lurking in her community by reading smut on stream and still up in her YouTube VOD. Kirssche is lucky all she got was a one-day ban.
Your smut that you're talking about is made by the person you were praising.
Who also got banned for doing it on Twitch. So at least they were fair on that sense.
Cool, cool.
And also, Kirssche has a rule. If you are under 18, you get banned out of her chat.
Ooh.
Like, she does not want to deal with minors at all.
Cool. I don't know how the hell we'll do that.
This is literally...
Hey, you people in there, you're not babies, are you? You're only my babies. You're not actual babies, right?
disgusting. Yeah, we're not doing this. You really want to make this standard for other people? Basically saying you are putting people in danger if you have any sort of adult themes on your stream.
How do I do this?
That is what they're running with.
I don't know.
Imagine extending that logic to everything. I haven't heard one word from this individual about YouTubers who are on Twitch without age restrictions on their content, doing very sexual content. But Kirssche, with an 18+ warning on her stream and across all of her accounts, is somehow getting singled out in this situation. And unfortunately for this person, you can start looking at their own content. If you truly believe that you shouldn't show anything on stream that would be inappropriate for a child watching, well, guess what? We're going to apply that to your content as well. Yeah. So here's one of their recent streams.
Who's that? Not Pokemon.
Goonie Tuesday. Yes. They're bringing out the jiggle physics, which, of course, they're playing... Nike. Here's a clip from it. This is what they're playing and doing on their own stream while saying that Kirssche is endangering children because they read a fan fiction.
Damn! How'd she dry it off so quickly? Talk about calling the kettle black.
Talk about the pot in the fucking kettle.
Oh my god! I mean, her fucking VTuber is a succubus angel. It's got cleavage. Obviously, her boobs are as immaculate as mine.
The amount of times Kirssche plays fucking Azure Lane on stream.
Points. Dude, I want to play porny shit. Oh, wait, I am going to. That's right! I get to continue my adventures of a pimp stripper named Leon. With my hoe stripper Candy.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow. Good luck trying to solve the puzzles without me.
Oh my god, these are so dumb over here, bro.
Yeah, would you play this in front of children? I don't think so. So if you're gonna hold Kirssche to this standard, well, guess what? It's gonna be held to you as well. And I also find it very ironic. They're playing Nike while claiming to be also anti-lolly, despite the...
I do not claim to be child-friendly. My tits say otherwise.
The fact that there's lolly fan service in Nike, just another example of their hypocrisy. But also you can find this on their pinned tweet. This is their pinned tweet talking about the type of content that they share.
I will be starting stream tomorrow at 1:30.
So if you want to jump in after, feel free.
You never tell.
You never tell me what to do and to the
Wrench.
words I didn't understand.
Their audience.
The only one I'm hurting is myself and you guys who choose
Oh, that
to
one's
listen
cute.
to me talk about how thirsty I am over a fictional character that does not exist and how much I want them to rail me. But
Holy shit! That's like me, for real, for real.
that's besides the point.
So again, criticizing Kirssche for reading a fan fiction on her stream because it's endangering children who might be in the audience, but you can talk about fictional characters railing you on your stream. And your audience
I'm gonna go rail the Sephiroth.
Stop being horny over there.
understands that dynamic according to them. So what are we talking about here? Hypocrisy is through the roof. Now, of course, they would also defend Anna Valens.
Oh
Yes,
god, the
they
fart
thought this is
fetish.
appropriate
Oh, yeah,
for Twitch.
that.
What's being played up here, I will not unmute. It is literally fart fetish porn. Okay, that they're streaming. Anna Valens.
I think
and they
Rev is traumatized from it.
defend this and say that this is
I wouldn't even call it. I wouldn't even call it. What would you say again?
Fart fetish.
No, the other thing.
Traumatized?
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it dramatized. I would call it annoying. It just like
not
high pitched
explicit
squeaking
in
and weird
comparison
zip noise.
to reading a fan fiction that Anna also wrote. It's insane. Well, of course, Twitch felt a little different.
Yes, and soon I will have him.
Let's fight over here.
Yes.
You never did tell us about the... Oh, I read that one. My bad. I read that one, my bad.
I don't know what that is though.
Differently. Anna has been banned on
Hold on, Cybrand code 27. I must mooge. I must mooge. August, I will have myself a buffet.
Twitch. But of course, people were pointing out in the replies, and she would hide many people's comments saying this, where they point out that Kirssche has the highest restriction available and bans minors on site. And they say, guess what,
Go.
buddy? Minors don't have to be
No
in
kids
chat.
allowed.
They can be lurking. This is why the no explicit not
Adult Swim. No kids allowed.
I thought it was kids get out of the pool.
Kids get out of the pool. Adult Swim.
safe for work rule
I miss
exists
those
on
days of
Twitch
Adult
because
Swim.
unfortunately Twitch and
Yeah.
YouTube is not an 18+ platform. So kids
Hold on. Though the irony is, how old were you when you first started watching Adult Swim?
13.
11.
are there. Again, we've proven with your Twitch streams that you don't follow your own rules here. And now you've mentioned YouTube, so let's check out your YouTube as well. Oh, look at that.
I was just saying
Oh my
I want to
God.
watch that.
Where would you go?
5-minute video talking about your favorite positions in a human centipede situation.
Oh,
and honestly, the way they
God.
go into graphic detail about how they would want
Everyone knows the middle person has it the worst. You would want to be the top guy.
to function in this, it kind of makes sense that they were defending that Anna Valens clip. I mean, it really just kind of goes one in one. But also they got stuff like this, where they were reading that copy pasta about boy smell. Again,
What?
we're not just talking about not safe for work fan fiction. You are
Is that a
saying these
boy
things are wrong
smell?
because you believe there's children
Yes, I smell it. Boy smell. Smell a boy. What is a boy doing here? Oh my gosh, what am I gonna
Maybe
do?
we shouldn't read that out loud.
in these people's audiences. Would you
Oh.
read this in front of a child? No, you wouldn't. And you're holding other people to that standard, so guess what? It's going to be applied to you. And you definitely wouldn't be uploading something like this called period trackers are for gooners, and then you say stuff like this in the video.
You know, it never occurred to me that one day I'd be yapping about how a period tracker being added into a video game would suddenly be the spark of controversy because some people from the cesspool side of the internet who have never talked to a real woman in their lives suddenly think that periods are gooner material. Like, huh?
I'm
What
confused.
the hell do you mean by that? The only ones gooning about periods, you know, the thing where women bleed monthly, are probably vampires who want to eat that thing out. Now, Now, on the other hand, if you are a female
What the
vampire
fuck?
with short
Yeah.
blonde messy hair with a hot red fur boa on one shoulder and your name is Sancho, you're always welcome in my house, bestie. For the love of God, please. Periods are not something
Tracking,
uterus
yeah.
havers can control. It is not sexy to be in pain for a week every month. Getting
Some people do get off all that stuff, I'll admit. This.
Moving on.
words of reaffirmation
A lot
may
of weird
be,
shit
quote,
out there, you know.
parasocial to an extent, but it's not equivalent to gooning. As somebody who goons regularly to a fictional vampire waifu, please don't get
Oh, hers is a waifu thing. Mine's a hubu thing.
it twisted, bestie.
Now, one thing this VTuber really loves is the hidden reply function. They love hiding any sort of criticism on their tweets by hiding them. And they also love the block button. They haven't seen a person they didn't want to block. Now, you can see some of the hidden replies. They're just like legitimate criticisms or not even like anything bad. This person's saying, you can't be playing that card when you yourself are doing the very thing that you are blaming someone else for. I don't know how that had to be said, but given the type of person you are, who you stand behind and what you stand for, not a surprise. So basically what they're saying is you're a hypocrite. You're applying these
there's
standards
the
to other people
word.
that you don't use for yourself. And they hid that. And also you can see them literally arguing with people while hiding their replies. That makes no sense.
You're
Why are
actually
you
Dennis
hiding a
Brooks,
reply
man,
if you're
no.
going
I
to...
wish I had that amount of
Copa
free...
hider. Hey, harder. Copa hider. Copa harder. Hardy better.
I wish I had the amount of free time these people did to sit there and argue on Twitter all day.
Dude, I literally have that amount of free time, and I don't do that. I barely get on the internet
It's
at all.
very-
Unless I'm watching shit and playing games. What else am I doing? Oh, I'm constantly looking up when my shit's gonna get here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
insecure
I
and
don't
also
like talking to
hypocritical
people.
because this is someone who has criticized VTubers
Wow.
for not taking criticism well. I mean, the irony is unbelievable. And
Hello.
also on top of that, they're celebrating using the block button. This is very weird behavior. They're saying, honestly, going through a lot in real life,
Why
but
does everyone
blocking
have such
bigots
weird names?
is a distraction.
read.
Thanks, Kirssche. Your fan base is so wholesome and sweet, and everyone knows how positive you are in this space. So definitely not seething, definitely not coping. But if you're
So is she just secretly jelly of Kirssche?
Probably. Or she's just pounding on the hate train to get clout.
Oh.
That too.
Okay, I guess that
IRL
makes sense.
situation, if you're like happiness is being improved by blocking people on Twitter, terminally online. That's terminally online behavior. But let's continue on, right? What do they mean by bigots? Well, it's anyone who thinks differently than them. Let's be honest. That's how it is on Twitter. That's how people like this function. And I saw this thread, which was pretty interesting because my name's in there, and they were basically saying they have an overlap with their content, or at least did at one point when they were doing drama videos with channels like mine. And then down here, they clarify this. I have no qualms if you're a right-winger who advocates for basic human rights and/or hates Trump.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you another little life lesson here. If someone gives you like qualifiers on how you could be their friend, like you have to qualify with.
You have to be a certain kind of right-leaning.
How many right-wing people didn't vote for Trump? I'm pretty sure there's someone out there. That is margin is few and far between. It's like this is like our former friend we used to have.
Oh, yeah.
certain things in order for it to be okay to have your political beliefs. That's insane. Get away from people like this. And also their wording here is very bizarre. So they're saying and/or. So could someone not like Trump and then not advocate for basic human rights? And I guess they'd be cool with you. But also this is such a lame phrase. This whole thing is so empty. They're saying, oh, I can be friends with right-wingers and all these people if they denounce Trump. How many Americans are conservative that don't like Trump? It's pretty much the overwhelming majority wouldn't be able to fulfill this qualifier.
Mainly because Trump actually does the things that the people want for a
I
president.
still love that this week where he pulled this South African president and showed him the genocide that was actually happening in his country that he was denying. That was a thing that actually happened.
Wows.
So you're basically saying if you're a conservative, I don't want to associate with you in any sort of a way.
Yeah.
And I have qualms with you. Again, it's just they don't want to hear anything from anyone else. And that's
Crimea
fine, but
River?
don't act like some great, fortuitous person who's giving an open door to some people. You're not giving an open door to anyone. And also you can see that they're seething about the banana juice.
To think that people would want to be your friend, that they would gladly check off all your boxes, so high and mighty, you think, is brain.
I'm always cool with people. If you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. That's always been my philosophy in life.
Yeah, just don't act like a deuce.
Juju situation when she was being harassed and she was defended by
she wants a banana
Asmongold.
Juju,
They're obviously
too.
not very happy about that. And they
Oh.
say, enjoy the grifter audience, sis. Again, people say sis unironically in a passive-aggressive way. Typically the most insufferable people ever. And, of course, eventually, they just admit you can't stop minors from lurking around the platforms you're on. This
Ooh, and my Boston, Massachusetts yesterday. Ooh, cools. How was it? And my Boston. Where's Boston at?
Up northeast.
Help me, my brain don't work.
You know how far we went to Virginia?
Yeah.
Farther.
Ah. Oh, is it like around New Yorkies?
North of New York.
North of New York?
East of New York.
pretty much defeated
I
the
love
entire
Boston.
purpose of this crash out this person's been having for days.
We're going to an anime store that's going to be opening up here on Sunday. I'm
Next-
excited for.
Yeah. And also, I can't wait for Etchy in Denver.
Etchy Denver! Go in my
Basically, you
hentai.
put them in a corner, and they admit that everything they're doing is in bad faith. That's pretty much what happened here. So this person creates this standard that, oh, there might be minors sneaking into your stream no matter what filters you have on, so therefore you need to act like they're there and not show anything inappropriate. And then this person in their own Twitch streams and their own...
Hey, at that point, it's not my problem. It's the parents' problem.
Anyone into here?
Yeples. Well, thank you for joining us for this video. Let's do the